What is going on, guys? Dragon Blade here, back from more Elder Scrolls Legends. Yesterday we spotlighted Charmer's Time to Fight Battle Mage deck. Today I'm going to spotlight my Hrothguard deck that I wouldn't say we've been using specifically to counter that list, but the latter's kind of taken a turn for the more aggressive lately, I think, to try and counteract the Praetorian Echo Mages and stuff like that. A lot of the tougher to overcome decks that have been popular lately. Aggro has been getting more popular, so I've been trying to find my own counter for some of these aggro lists, and this is what I came up with. It's a fun high Hrothguard deck. Basically focuses around gaining health with Elixir Vitality, Tower Alchemist, and Cauldron Keeper, while stalling long enough to get your own Praetorian commanders off, and then eventually get high Hrothgar up and turn some of these cheaper guards into some real big threats. I think we'll keep playing it slow for now in this mage matchup. I don't know what he wants to do, so I'm not going to overextend and use my ring too soon. I think we'll just play the Kvatch Soldier. Has that more attack power. Both of these get executed, but this has more value for when High Hrothgar gets up.
I've got you covered.
That's an interesting card for him to pull. If he has an execute, this is going to be a big execute target just because of how quality the body is. But if not, if he trades there, we can trade into that and wind up still having one guy alive after that. And Hive Defender will be ready to go next turn. Hopefully he doesn't have like a Dawnbreaker ready for this thing. That would be pretty unfortunate.
Don't waste it.
That sucks.
I've got you covered.
He has another Dawnstar Healer ready to go. That's pretty crazy.
I hear and obey.
I think we'll just lay out the Hive Defender for now. Continue to play it slow. I don't know what he's trying to do. These could mean... They're not so common in control lists. This could be a mid-range list. I do think we will edict this guy down. And get rid of the Dawnstar Healer. Just do that for now. Not using too many resources. Trying to keep it still pretty slow. Want to save Cauldron Keeper for when we have the elixirs up. Having a Praetorian Commander ready to go is nice as well.
Soldiers, form up.
We'll get that buff in now while we can. The one fringe card in this list is the Ring of Imaginary Might. We have it in the list for when we don't draw High Hrothgar to turn these guards into threats still. But it doesn't always work out the way we hope. Okay. I think a 5/8 Hive Defender is a great place to be at right now. Don't want to play Lydia yet because we don't need to. If he has a Jav or a bolt of either kind, he'll use that now. Alright, so we got that out of the way. And we have our Cauldron Keeper, so we're just waiting to draw some of our heals. Okay. I think now we will drop down... This will kill all three, but we want to keep our Cauldron Keepers for when we get the other stuff out. So I think we'll play Lydia. And I could play Faroon Defender. I don't think it matters that much. But just in case he has another Jav, I think we'll play it. I'd like to draw into some of our Doggy Route Mystics soon. Okay.
I've got you covered.
He is stacking that lane now. There's our Mystic that we were looking for.
Don't let him break our lines.
This one stands
ready. Unfortunately, I think we need to pop one of these now, just to try and slow him down. especially since we're going to have to start swinging with this. But then we can play Cauldron Keeper and Tower Alchemist to start healing some health back. Hopefully this eats up 2.
I have many important things.
It will not eat up 2. Whew. Okay, let's see what we get from our support. We get an elixir, which means we want to go 3. We're going to get the guard up there.
I sell cures for all ills.
We're going to get this up there.
All the powers of the 8.
We're going to get this up there.
Orders.
We'll ring this out. Oh, I should have played that before that. That was a misplay on my part. Always play your support before the Cauldron Keeper. Don't be like me. We get to keep getting our health
A
back.
distraction might prove useful.
Don't make me laugh. We'll see about this.
Okay, he'll break through for 4. We're gonna have a tough time coming back from this though if we don't start nailing some prophecies or something. This could come in handy.
This one's power is mighty.
We're gonna gain another elixir. Okay,
I hear and obey.
we're gonna clean these up a bit.
Protects me.
Should have played the Dark Guardian before swinging with that Mystic.
You won't escape alive.
Okay, we'll actually be able to get our High Hrothguard next turn. But our elixirs are getting us plenty of health to try and come back in here. Okay. That needs to get jabbed if he has one.
Elements,
He's got elephants. Okay. Getting another... getting our last Cauldron Keeper would be amazing.
Careful there, friend.
We will not. We're going to draw a Dark Guardian. We can actually probably push for lethal this turn. But we're going to play this down first before attacking, which normally isn't the order you want to go in.
Power is mighty.
There's our High Hrothgar. Okay, let's get all our healings in. Let's go face there. Ring of Imaginary Might. And snag that first victory. So, you can see the deck's a little bit out there, but there's a lot of fun in it. And we didn't even get High Hrothgar out that turn. We drew all of our other supports first. But those healing potion supports are huge, especially with the Tower Alchemist and the Cauldron Lady, the Cauldron Keeper. Let's get one more. The games with this deck tend to run a little bit long, just because you spend so much time setting up your guards and waiting for the right moment to counterattack. Usually you want to wait for High Hrothgar up to start counterattacking, but sometimes obviously you just don't. But we had Praetorian Commander out, which buffed all our guys enough to make them threatening enough. And one card that gets amazing when High Hrothgar is up is the Frost Troll. We only run 2 of them just because, like I said, if Hrothgar's not up, it's not a ridiculous card, it's only a decent card. But when it is up, it's amazing. As we draw a 2-4-6 curve, which isn't ideal, but at least that's a little bit better of a 4-drop for where we're going to be at in the game. This is Ramp Scout. We're not going to be super happy, but if we can get all of our elixirs and stuff set up and ready to go, we might be okay. Ideally, we draw into this, and we can have a slow turn 4 and then start putting out 6/6s, but obviously we can't guarantee that. It's going to be a tree minder. Okay. At least we drew into a Mystic for turn 5, which I don't know if he'll be able to immediately answer, but he's going to start ramping, which means we need to start getting our stuff out. But having this ready to go will be nice as well for Ramp Scout. I actually haven't played Ramp Scout with this deck yet, so I'm excited to see how it does. Just because While I do think that the deck is good, it tends to struggle against slower matchups. So I'm excited to see how it does in a slower matchup like this. Okay. Just take that out. Play Hive Defender and put our Doggy Rot Mystic behind it next turn. Probably looking at a Praetorian Commander turn 6. A Spine of Elder's Blood with Guard. That's not great. He's going to get more ramping, and now we have our High Hrothgar. I might even just play that this turn. We'll take a slow turn. I don't know if we can afford 2 slow turns in a row and go Praetorian Commander next turn, but we'll see.
What have we here?
I don't think we can afford the double slow turn.
Look to the skies.
This is Dragon Scout. Okay, we can jab that, but we don't accomplish much else. But I also don't think we have a choice. So our other option is to play these two, and then Hive Defender just dies anyway. There's going to be way better jab targets. I think I'm going to lay her out there, just because, like I said, I'm not concerned with drawing supports anymore. Still be nice, because we want to get our health back up at some point. But my bigger concern is taking that guy out. Alright, he's going to get that to go for him. That could help. I'm not going to put it out there just to die to that thing.
Do not think to sneak by me.
My scales move in shadow.
I shall end their blasphemy.
Let's go.
A little distraction
Road rest.
might prove useful.
This one's power is mighty.
Get out Windkeep as well.
This stage will be mine.
Just want to start countering him a little bit.
Do not think to sneak by me.
He's going to get his Mentor of the Watch back, which will be tough to deal with, but thankfully only his Tree Minder is buffed in the graveyard.
If I fall, they hiss when the
Okay. We can take that trade next turn unless he puts something else out in front of us. And then next turn we might go Praetorian Commander or Hive Defender Frost Troll.
Time to take the offensive.
Okay. Giving something else in his hand guard. He's going to Soul Tear back his Tree Minder, I would guess. If not his Skeletal Dragon, yeah. Alrighty. So I think with this being a thing, we're going to play this. We're going to play that. We'd like to get our commander out soon. Might be looking at a Javelin next turn, actually. But now we're getting to the range against Ram Scout. We're going to need to set up the elixirs with the Tower Alchemist and the Cauldron Keeper. But we obviously have to draw those things first. But we'll see if we can do that. If we can get this guy going, he doesn't have easy removal for this. Giving something else in his hand guard. This is an interesting deck. I wonder what the end game is. Is he gonna double trade? Gonna be giving up on more health. That's okay. I mean, we could just trade that if we want to. Alright, we got a Lurking Mummy.
Found you.
Soldiers, form
We're
up.
just gonna get that out for now. I don't know if he can do directly 4. Maybe he's running Leaf Lurker. I don't know. It's a real possibility. But we got our Javelins ready to go. Odaving. It's looking like Oda time. Doesn't matter what lane you put it down in, it's getting Javelin next turn.
Your storm is no match for mine.
Turn. I'm going to play the weaker one first. I do think we need to start going face with these guys. Especially now that they're buffed.
I'll scout ahead.
Just because I don't think we have the firepower that his deck has. I think he kept whatever he drew.
If I fall, they
Spider's Guild Recruit is a little annoying. I'm assuming he's going to hope to pull back Odoving with that. He's going to get a Thieves Guild Recruit. I'm not going to play Knight of the Hour for now. I'm going to let him eat that. If he has a Solitaire, I'm assuming he's going to pull back his Odoving as well. He's got so many guards.
Reavers!
Yeah, I think Oda's coming back. And he's going to be +2/+2 on top of his +2/+2. Now he's pulling back Skeletal Dragon. Okay. Okay. I guess I'll gut it out. I don't really want it out there. But like I said, I don't think we have enough firepower to push through Ramp Scout. That's where this deck struggles, is even when it gets going, decks that are a bit slower with these types of late game, I don't know if we really have the firepower to stop them. So I think it might be a thing where I have to kind of realize against Ramp Scout that we need to move quicker. It's tough though. I don't really know. Okay.
The Hist revives.
I mean, that's annoying, but it's okay. If we can draw our Tower Alchemists and some of these other cards, I think we'll be in a decent spot.
I shall end their blasphemy.
Let's use one charge. I'll put another guard over there. I'm just going to keep ignoring that. I think I'll try and race him with my big guys. He's got 11, 15. We have 19.
You must be cleansed.
It's the first time somebody's seen High Hrothguard as a threat. We still have cards in our deck that are buffed, though. That Shadow Shift is a bit unfortunate. I think either way we're pretty much done, though.
If I fall, the Hist will be.
Oh, all 3 Fighters Guild recruits. That's fantastic. That's what we needed. Okay, that's one piece of our Hope to Stay Alive puzzle.
Shadow.
That's not the other piece. Do we edict the weaker one?
I shall end their blasphemy.
Let's get our health up. He's got 8, 15, 18 in that lane. I think we gotta just try and go for it. We can't compete with him over the long game. He can take that out. He probably has another big guard to put over here just because he's had guards for everything so far.
Look to the skies.
That's a little unfortunate that he drew that, though.
Scout ahead.
Oh, he's drawn into the perfect answers, too, pretty much over and over again. I think we kind of had him for the most part.
What have we here?
He's also got plenty of draw.
The waters of life.
end of the road.
It's got 7, 15. I think we have to use both of them, unfortunately. And we don't have any reach, so I think we're just kind of dead to rights. And Parthenax with guard, we'll decide it. He's just got too much value for us to really compete with. And we've gotten pretty unlucky with our prophecies. We run, I think, 18 of them, something like that. We're not hitting on any of them.
Gone.
But it basically took him drawing the nuts and top decking his best possible answer at all points to really put us out there. So I think that the deck has a fair amount of potential in general. It's basically a one-day-old deck, so we have some refining to do, like I said, against some of these slower matchups. But it's fantastic against aggro, and it's really decent against control at times. What you saw there was one of the more powerful slow decks in the game at the moment, kind of drawing perfectly. So if that's what it takes to kind of put you out, I think you're in a pretty good position. But that's going to be it for now, guys. As always, thank you all very, very much for watching. I'm Dragon Tamer Blade, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.